Hello everyone and welcome to the Digimon VB Bracelet raid battle video. This time I'm going to be taking a bash at the latest raid, which started 11 minutes ago, and because it's the festive season I've got my special Father Christmas hat on because we're actually fighting a very festively themed Cherrymon. So it's a Christmas tree Cherrymon, which is just absolutely just lovely and charming. So I am starting at level 1, so that's pretty cool. So maybe I'll catch the train up to a higher level because other people will be doing it at the same time. In addition to this, I've also set up alongside a bunch of other Digimon content creators, and this is basically completely come out of the beautiful, wonderful mind of Azu, who I've had on the podcast previously. And they've set up this sort of collaboration where we're all trying to get to the highest rank. And if you want more information, there's information posted on Azu's channel, as well as in the Discord server that's linked in the description, on the VB_raids channel of the server. So if you want more information about that, we're going to be trying to coordinate more like community raids together so we can get up to a higher rank together. So I've basically put out a little bit of a bit of information dump this evening about it in the Discord server, and I've also got all of Azu's information there too. And of course, I'll be doing like, hey, I'm about to raid, come join me, sort of information whenever it's time to do the thing. But in any case, let's do the thing. So it's another virus type, and I'm using Bloom Lordmon again, and because it's 9:15 at night, my Digimon is asleep. So oh well, that happens. But we'll be raiding. And we do have other people joining in, hopefully. I know that Azu says that they're joining in with Skull Mammothmon, and that's pretty cool. And I know that we also had Dedicated Ghazi saying that they were going to join in with their Mugendramon later on. But yeah, so if we see any familiar faces, that'll be pretty cool. And definitely let me know in the comments if you see yourself on this train, but I'm going to assume that a lot of people are actually going to be starting around this time because, as I said, the raid only started like 14 minutes ago now, so it's probably got a lot of people coming in at this moment. Usually I play a raid for the first time very early in the morning, but it's also a bad time because there's not many people raiding at that time anymore, like they've already gone up to the higher levels, so yay, I get to join in this time, so that's exciting. Yeah, so I'm wearing my festive Father Christmas hat because I'm not sure I've mentioned it much in videos before, but I absolutely adore Christmas. I love Christmas decorations. I love the celebrations. I love I love watching Christmas movies. Absolutely adore watching Christmas movies. So everything Christmas I'm a big fan of. So I'm so hyped that we got like a Christmassy themed Digimon. Like, look, Cherrymon is throwing tinsel. I just think that's so charming, and like just looking at the art, he's got like little decorations that are like, we've got a Mamemon I can see, so that was kind of cool. I just adore that the level of detail that they've gone into designing this Digimon, and as much as I loved the Pumpmon raid boss where it was all like Halloween themed, I do love this Cherrymon more, just because I mean, I obviously like Christmas more than Halloween. We don't have Halloween here, so I guess I've never really experienced it. But we do have Christmas, and I do like Christmas. But I'll just look at decorations of Cherrymon. The only complaint I have about these raid bosses is that maybe I've been spoilt with Rear Eyes, but it would have been nice to have a little bit of a story. Oh, look, there's a Starmon on the tree too. That's really cute. Yeah, it'd be really nice to have a story about why we're fighting this raid boss. Like, why is Cherrymon dressed as a Christmas tree and attacking? Did somebody decorate a Cherrymon while they were asleep, and now it's really, really angry with us because we've decorated it as a Christmas tree? Was Pumpkinmon just a Halloween trickster and the raid battle was a trick? I don't know. Was Diaboromon from our war game? Was Millenniummon the same Millenniummon that Rio has? And by the way, while we're on the topic of Millenniummon, that is a missed opportunity to have Millenniummon on the Monodramon dim. instead of that, we got like 3 different types of arms. But if we had Cyberdramon evolving into Millenniummon, that would have been so cool, for the reason being that Cyberdramon is actually a Jogress between Millenniummon and Ryo's partner. I've done a bunch of videos on the WonderSwan game, so I won't go over it too much. It's all there. It's all there on the channel if you're interested. There are 3 videos I've done about Ryo's backstory. One was a podcast back when I was originally covering Tamers on just the podcast, and we were comparing the English dub with the Japanese original. And then I covered it again recently because there was a brief hiatus in Colon, and we wanted to use that week off to cover the Ryo story because Millenniummon was showing up in Colon, and just in case that was relevant. And I guess, spoiler alert, it was not relevant at all, but we had fun covering Ryo's story again. And then, of course, I covered Ryo just about a month ago in another video where I went over the Fox Kids Wicked magazine comic that had Ryo's backstory, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, so I've covered Ryo's story like 3 times. Don't have to cover him again, ever again. But yeah, big fan on the raids. Just wish there was like a little bit of story behind each one. Like, why is this Digimon attacking? And we get that for the raid events on Rearise, and they are much more frequent. They're every 2 weeks we get a new raid boss. And you can revisit the raid bosses. Well, they're called clash battles. But it would be nice if we had a little bit of story. Even it doesn't have to be animated or anything. It doesn't have to be too much effort. Just like a little short story about why this Digimon is attacking and why we have to fight it. Like, come up with something cute. I don't know. But I guess it's fine without a story. I just want to know why. I want to know what did we do to upset Cherrymon. I think it's because he's a grandfather tree, and he was probably just kind of hanging out and napping or something, and we just dressed him up as a Christmas tree. Like, imagine if there were sentient trees, and you put Christmas decorations on this sentient tree. Surely the tree would be less than enthused about the development that has happened. Something else about all the raid bosses is that they have mainly been virus type. I guess that makes sense because a lot of the villains are virus type. We've had, obviously, Pumpkinmon, who was Data, but it is kind of like a trend where it's every time it's a virus type. I would like to see some vaccines, but the only way I can see them having like an evil vaccine type is, I guess I could do Zwart, because Zwart is vaccine, which is always surprising to me. I always think that Zwart, as in Omegamon Zwart, is I'm just going to say Zwart again. Zwart is a virus type because, you know, he is the evil Omegamon. But nope, he is just regular old vaccine. What about Defeat? Is Omegamon Defeat virus? I would expect so. Or the Death Omegamon versions. But in any case, I would like to see more variety in the attributes, not just being, oh, here are all the virus Digimon and a few data types, because that's who the evil ones are. Like, I don't know. Give me some evil vaccine. But yeah, the way that they could do the vaccine types are the Royal Knights, basically. But then which Royal Knight would you go with? There are so many. Would you go with all of them? Would you go with some of them? Fairly certain a few, like, yeah, the Royal Knights are a lot of vaccines, but they're always evil. Like, I don't think the Royal Knights have ever not been evil, or at least somewhat the bad guys in a show or movie. I guess they're kind of, for the Royal Knights, they're good guys for the digital world. They're not so good for humans. They don't like humans. They obviously will choose Digimon over humans because they're true to their own species and own world, which is a digital world. And that's kind of what they usually are, except for in Frontier, where they were just evil and I don't remember Frontier ever going into while the Royal Knights were evil, just that they were. I think Sabers did an okay job. I liked Sabers though. So yeah, this is probably the highest I've ever ranked, and it won't last. Like, I know that I'm going to go to bed shortly after this video, and I'm going to just check on my ranking, and it's going to be like 2,000. So I want to see how far I can get tonight, just absent-mindedly raging. I almost said raging. Absent-mindedly raging. No. Absent-mindedly raiding in both this video and also just maybe when I'm brushing my teeth. Maybe when I'm getting ready for bed, you know, casually raiding. And as I mentioned, whenever I do plan on like raiding for more than just a few sessions, I guess, I'm going to be sending out a little alert in the VB Raids channel on the LostinTranslationmon Discord server. And if you want the VB Raid role, it's a self-assignable role, so definitely check that out. And then you can be alerted whenever someone is raiding, like if I'm raiding. And then the idea of the collaboration is we'll see who, out of all the content creators of Digimon stuff on the internet, who is able to rank the highest or get to the highest level, and that's pretty cool. And if I'm just explaining it badly, it's not because of Azu, it's because of me. I am tired. It is... I usually am asleep as of like an hour and a half ago, so I hope you appreciate this video, because this is usually my bedtime. And that's usually why I miss out on the first chunk of the raid battles, because I am usually asleep. Easy as that. I love Bloom Lordmon. I know that in my ranking video where I ranked every Digimon that debuted in 2021, I was like, Bloom Lordmon's pretty cool, and I gave it an S tier. Spoiler if you haven't watched that video that I recorded and released at like 5 AM this morning. I put that in S tier, but I think that's definitely... I mean, maybe I wouldn't say definitely, but probably my most favourite Digimon that debuted this year. I don't know, big fan of Bloom Lordmon. But also right now, I'm a big fan of Cherrymon. Oh no, it actually hit me. Oh no. But I've got a lot of support there. I'm catching a train to a higher rank. Yay. But so are all these lovely people. And again, if you are raiding just like 24 minutes after this raid has started, you are likely raiding with me if you are doing the same levels. So, as I said, if you recognize yourself, or your Digimon rather, let me know in the comments. And hit that like button and do the subscribe, whatever we're meant to say. The other thing I noticed is that in those little scenes at the start of the raid battle, it's not the super nice Christmassy Cherrymon, it's just regular Cherrymon. And I also noticed that it says the English dub name Cherrymon instead of Juremon, which I like that. I like that they've really gone all, like, they're not just leaving a few things that aren't translated, they're translated everything, which I don't know why, but I'm surprised. Like, I don't know what I expected, honestly, but I got some good stuff. So I'm on level 13 and I'm ranked 483rd. Yay. Which, yeah, that's definitely the highest I've ever ranked before. So that's nice. And also you'll notice that I'm not using the Shadow Howl Trial Dim background on my character anymore. I've just started using the Ancient Warriors one. I got a little bit bored of Shadow Way Garurumon, and I just wanted to have a change, and I like blue. So, I also like XVmon. XVmon's cool. So yeah, I went with that banner now. And also, yeah, let me know in the comments what banner that you have up at the moment, because there have been so many. You get a new one with each dim, and you also get one with each raid boss if you rank high enough. And also with this community raiding event thing that's going on, you don't even have to own a Vital Bracelet to participate. When you download the app, it gives you a Pulsemon, just a standard Pulsemon with max vitals, and you can actually go through raid battles and PvP arena just with this Pulsemon. So you don't even, you can just join in. If you want to join in and hang out and chat, you still can just with a Pulsemon. You don't have to use a super high level Digimon. We can just raid with a Pulsemon. You won't be able to do much damage, but you'll be able to join in and you won't be left out. So that's pretty cool. I'm not actually seeing many Bloom Lordmons, and that's surprising. I don't know. Oops, that was not good at all. I got too trigger happy with my taps. I'm sorry, Bloom Lordmon. But yeah, I don't know why I'm surprised, but I'm not seeing any Bloom Lordmons. I thought that Bloom Lordmon was one of the strongest, or maybe that's just me because I really like him. He's just really cool. He's like flowers. He's a knight of flowers, and I don't know, does he have a little hat on with like little... I don't know. I love Bloom Lordmon. He is my favourite. He's my favourite. He's definitely my favourite. I said it. He is my favourite Digimon from this year. And there was some good Digimon this year. Potamon comes really close. For the basis that it is like it likes French fries, is French fries, and also wears overalls. It's just very sweet to me. Also, yeah, I have a lot of raid tickets. The first few times I was raiding, I consistently got down to 0 raid tickets and the game just wouldn't give me any more. And then I guess I didn't raid so heavy, and then the times I did raid, I got tickets, so I kind of just got more tickets over time. So that's also good for this community little raid battling that we're going to be having, is that I have lots of tickets, so that'll be fun. I also have tons of arena tickets too, because the game really likes to give those out. Oh, and that's another way I got all the raid tickets. I did a lot of arena battles, and they give you tickets for that. I saw an All-Force Vegemon, that's pretty cool. I like All-Force Vegemon. I don't think I've seen any of the Digimon from the Jellymon or Angoramon Dims. I know they just released like 3 days ago, and I just got mine, but I kind of expected somebody to like rush like the strongest on each of them, and I thought that I might be able to see a few of them here, but I guess not. Unless I'm just being super unobservant and I've missed them completely. Oh, just Negashamon. Has the train finished? Yeah, I think I've missed that the train has continued on without me, maybe. Nope, there it is. Found it. Found the train. I think we've basically done, like, defeated each level in the 5 turns it gives you. So that's the power of multiple people playing at the same time. There is also a sort of like tip where you can just like let it go a few times and then press it. And then that means that more people will... Oh, I like the critical attack there that it does. More people would be able to press the button in that time, the more you cycle through. And you can also just lock your phone screen, and then it'll just stay on it, because after like a few of those, it actually auto-clicks it for you. And that is never a good idea to let it do that, because it always is low and it tends to miss. Which is fair, because otherwise what stops you from just leaving it all day, just sort of cycling through. So yeah, we defeated it that time, so that's cool. What level are we up to? It's very slow. I don't know why I'm looking down. There's like 17. So I am going to do one more, and then I'm going to call it a night for this video. But definitely, if you haven't already, check out the server, and we will be able to raid together, and that'll be cool. See, look, the Cherrymon art. Cherrymon? I combined his English and Japanese names. The Cherrymon art there, it doesn't look so good because it's not the special event art. And I kind of wish that they changed it for everything. Like, I really like this art, okay? I also like when you get a support attack. It just is just so fun to see the other sort of Digimon that people have running. And it's always fairly varied. It's not like, I've seen a few Aegistramons and a lot of the Justimons, but it's nice to see other Digimon too. Like that lot was pretty varied. And also because all the Justimon look exactly the same except for their arm, when they're in a group they all look the same. So those Justimons could have been all different versions. Oh, that was a varied group. And we did it. We got past level 17, and so that was pretty cool. So if you recognized your Mon in this video, let me know in the comments, and definitely join us for some community raids because it'll be fun. And hopefully we can do more of these because it's a nice way to sort of engage with the community. And also I never really do the raid battles much. So maybe if I got to do it with people that were cool, I would get really into them. Yay, more things to obsess about. But in any case, like this video for my Father Christmas hat, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!